Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Jaydee for a very early episode of our daily stock market insights. This is a pre-open review for our March 24th market day. Okay, so I will go ahead and quickly run through the comments that you guys have left me on our previous video so I can prioritize these requests that you have. So by the way, if this is the first time you're watching my video, I do review stocks in the Philippine market, US market, sometimes cryptocurrency, so feel free to do the same. Drop a comment, let me know which stock you'd like me to prioritize in my next video, like what these folks did in our previous video. Okay, so Edgar, how about ACEN and SPNEC? Let me just, okay. So Harvey said, thank you so much for covering my request. Super insightful. Yes, thank you. GMA7, accumulate because dividend is near. Thanks, John, for that added insight. My Dito. Okay, so I can also check that out. As always, I do review Dito because personally I have a position in this stock as well for long term. ACEN and SPNEC will do that. SMC and GLO. Okay, can I request Annie po? Yes, definitely. Na-appreciate ko talaga videos mo, Miss Jaydee, because I'm position trader. Also, I'm learning a lot. Yes, thank you, Dilma-san. Okay. So the rest, those are from the previous video that I already covered in the last video. Okay, so let us start with, I think I owe someone here. I forgot Ali in my video yesterday. So Harvey, I'll prioritize Ali first. Okay, so let's check out. Oh, let's start with the index first. Okay, so we had a slight recovery. 2 days of a green performance already for our index. However, I would have to say there's still not much volume coming in for investors, particularly our net foreign buying is not highly observed as of yet. In fact, it was selling that was very dominant in our market day yesterday. So I would have to say, even though we had a green today, I am still on, the conservative side because of no volume, foreign selling that happened. So chances are we could still go back to the previous levels, particularly our nearest support right here. I'll try to use our, let us use this one. Okay, this area as our nearest support at the moment because we had some consolidation that happened here, resistance over here, and several days we touched this area. So still the same level for our support area. So let's see if that will be respected and we don't go even lower than that before the stocks recover. Okay, so take note that the index is just 30 plus companies, top companies in the Philippine market. So we still have to go and check out your individual stocks to really understand how they are performing at the moment. So just know that we're still in the downtrend channel. Okay, we're still respecting the downtrend channel for the index with 6,904 as our nearest support. So the first stock I am going to check and review would be Ali. Almost the same performance as how the market or the index performed today. This is also the second day whereby this stock has also recovered slightly, but foreign selling is still high at the moment. Volume isn't that much, although on the second day of green, the volume is slightly higher than the previous day. So let's see if it'll sustain. In the meantime, if you are interested in long-term investing, the area where we are at right now is still okay for long-term investors and position traders. So haggle between 34.6 to 35. that is still an okay level, provided you are willing to stay and sit on this stock for, weeks, months, or even years, in exchange of, promising and, bigger gains. Okay, so we are still in that support area, very near the support area. March 8th, so for those people who are in the stock, so they must have, the payment will be this Friday. So for those people who were in this on the 8th of March, for sure they are going to receive their dividend, which is 0.13. Not that much though. 2021. So it looks like they're just giving out dividend once a year. So that is for Ali. Let's check out Dito. Dito, we had a green that's a 2.49% gain. However, so there you have some foreign buying. Okay, that's good. However, volume-wise, see that it's not that much. At the same time, we're sitting right near a possible resistance, which is our MA20 line in my Bollinger Band. So I can say that there will still be a possibility of fluctuation between 506 or 5 peso level to 535, only because, as we recovered, we've experienced slight recovery. We didn't really feel that much volume as of yet. So take advantage of that fluctuation. And if you want to add more, we are still very near that support area. So you are just like 5% away. So if you can time the market on a much faster time frame, because at the moment I can say, okay, we're very near that support, but on a faster time frame, try to haggle and really identify which area you can enter. So hopefully you can haggle for a few cents. Anywhere between 506 to 535 is still an okay area to start accumulating. Okay, imagine this has dropped significantly, and so when this starts to recover, I'm sure you will really appreciate the gains that you will experience here. And 3 to 5 years, conservatively, I'm looking at 3 to 5 years for us to savor the returns of our investment. The next stock, if I'm to look at this, so let's go check out ACEN and SPNEC. ACEN, okay, what is this? There's a dividend. March 31st is the X date. That means if you want to enter, the latest would be March 30th. And then the first minute of March 31st, the system should see that you are in a position for this stock. That way you can be included in the payment, in the payout date, which is on the 19th of April. So just take note of that. This is, I think, okay, this is already the second time where they've given a dividend. Okay, so at this point, you are still on a red. I believe this is still respecting the MA20 line. You see this? Each time we go near that area, a red or a rejection is experienced. So no need to rush. I think this stock is still going to give us a chance around the 766. But in terms of foreign buying, you already have that. I think they're starting to accumulate at this point. So try to observe this. If it once again touches 766, previously the point in your RSI was over here. See if once it goes back to that area, we're already slightly higher. So and that is what we call bullish divergence. See this? When a stock goes down and then your RSI goes up, chances are you'll have some recovery. And we did recover. In fact, if you were to measure that, if you're able to enter right at this level, that could have already given you an 11% gain. So there was indeed, see this, from this point over here, up to this point at around 7.69 versus the RSI where you had the oversold here, and then when it reached the 769, your RSI is already somewhere in the middle, around the 30-ish area. Okay, so those are the key pointers when identifying bullish divergence. Bullish divergence is your cue that the stock is about to reverse. Next is SPNEC. SPNEC, okay, we did go above the MA20 line for SPNEC, but just take note, sometimes you can go over, you can also overshoot, like what happened here. We did not overshoot above the MA20 line, so you would right away think, oh, okay, this might continue and recover fully. However, there isn't, you see this, the candlestick. These are bearish candlestick. This one as well. This is a doji. It started and ended somewhere in the same area. Okay, open at 1.93, ended at 1.93. So when that comes out, either on the resistance or in the support, that means chances are, okay, a change in direction can potentially happen. Okay, something, yeah. So even though we're slightly higher than the MA20 line, I still feel a little bit bearish here because one, you have your doji and it's very near your resistance. Two, there's not much volume. Okay, that means as we go higher and higher, it's not supported by demand. We only have a few individuals or a few investors really pushing the price higher. So if they get out of their position, chances are it will just slide down. Okay, so just be extra careful. My take here is let's try to measure this. Probably a Fibonacci retracement tool. Let's see if it is going to respect this. If we are to, let's say, plot it somewhere here. Okay, let's see if it is going to respect that. Maybe you can plot it this way and watch out for it somewhere here or somewhere here. 0.382 or 0.5 level. The lowest could be 0.618. So it could be in several areas depending on the sentiment of the market. At least with the Fibonacci tool, the key levels where you will closely monitor and then probably use a faster time frame to really understand the price action around that time and around that level. So in the meantime, wait for it. I think you can still haggle for a few cents here. If you believe in the fundamentals of this stock, then it's just a matter of timing. You've already chosen the right stock, but it's just identifying the when. When should I get in? Okay. So in the meantime, I'd say wait for it. Okay. Where could we do that? So just plot your Fibonacci retracement tool. The next stock is SMC and Globe. SMC and Globe. Oh, we have your dividend as well for SMC. On the 29th is the X date, so just take note of those key dates. Okay, so we are on a green. You have some foreign buying that happened. You also had a green. I'd like to use a weekly chart here. Okay, coming from a downtrend. All right, so we are starting to recover. So for now, I would have to say this could be okay because you had your resistance here. You had your support. So this key area, although we had some slight overshoot of multiple days, this price level was hit and then bounce was happening. Also here you had 2 days of resistance. So previous resistance could act as a support when a stock goes down. And you also have your support right here. So anywhere between 106 to 109 is okay. And the reason why I had to do it on a weekly chart, so the noise gets eliminated. Because earlier I was looking at this, so there were several movements here, which is very timely because the area where I plotted is in fact an MA20 line. So when a stock crosses an MA20 line, normally that key level, your MA, your moving average, will also be revisited. See how powerful the MA20 is? While we were going down, the MA20 was respected as a resistance level. And now that we have crossed that higher than MA20, each time it goes near your MA20, it now becomes your support area. Stock or the price bounces when it goes near that level. So for now, I'm plotting 106, okay, 0.23 as the nearest support. If you want to take profit, I'd say not yet. Ang laki pa ng potential ng stock, okay? So I'm not plotting any profit-taking level as of yet. So this is an area where you can start adding more, or you can do test buys if you want, okay? So the next stock is Globe. Globe, on a daily chart, we are also recovering several days already. We've accumulated in this area, okay, and then we're starting to move up. However, be mindful that we are approaching a possible resistance area in the short term, okay, in the short term, because you have your MA20 line. But the moment we cross that path, we have a solid green right there above the MA20, and then your volume is starting to increase. Ideally, we cross that cloud over there. We're higher than that volume. Then that means there's a big possibility that a continuation can happen. But overall, Globe is a very solid company, and it's so rare that this stock will be giving you a chance at a discounted level, and that is where we are at right now. This has already spiked up. This has, rallied that much in the latter part of 2021, and then first half or first quarter of the year it declined. And I think start considering this. If you can do test buy if you want, okay, but ideally I want to see here, if you really want to be sure, wait for that green candlestick, solid green with nice volume, to cross above the MA20 line. So for now, I'm plotting resistance at the 2,450, which is at your MA20 area. So if you cross that, then that's a breakout play. Next is Annie. Annie, okay, now be extra careful here. Nice that we have foreign buying, okay? But I think there will be a continuation moving downwards. We had experienced a breakdown in the price right now. Very interesting to see that the breakdown in price, it's just a very minimal volume right here. Baka one big player lang to with really much, maybe they must have entered somewhere here and they're taking profit, and then institution siya, I don't know, but the volume must be really huge. That's why it created this massive impact. I don't know when it happened though. Minsan on the last 30 minutes yun eh. Well, overall, the sentiment was on a decline the entire day. But try to monitor this stock, because the decline today is one. The volume is just small, and you have foreign buying. Baka the recovery will just be immediate. Something to check out. Okay, so on a weekly chart, san ba tayo? On a weekly chart, they must have taken profit around the 576, and we're very near the 498. This is the nearest support for me. So in the event or 5 peso. In the event the market gives you a chance with that high volatility, by tomorrow, carry mo na yan, 5 peso. Check that out. Okay? Use a faster time frame. That is in the assumption that you have already studied the fundamentals of the stock and you like this stock, because what we're covering right now is just the idea on when and where am I going to enter. Okay, so that's around the 5 peso level. monitor the stock around that area. I'm not saying you enter right away. So normally mag-consolidate pa nga yan somewhere here if it is really going to build a support around that. Okay, look at this. This used to be a resistance. Consolidation right here. Kaso nag-breakdown. Okay, so baka that area will again give us another story, which could be an area of bounce or a support. There you go. Next is, so we're done with Annie. Okay, I think that is it for now. Thank you guys for sharing your thoughts and dropping comments here. I really appreciate your kind words. I see SPNEC. Oh, I already talked about this. Okay, so there you have it. Thank you for watching and bye-bye for now. Looking forward to your messages and comments. Thank you. Bye-bye.